All right, guys, today we are going to be reacting to lonely woman instantly regrets divorcing her husband and cries. Let's jump in, guys.
Like, I didn't want to be alone this Christmas, so I'm with my family, and it's so hard. Trying to be strong, and it's so hard. I'm supposed to be divorced today, and I'm not. I filed 6 months and 1 day ago. I just want it to be done. I want my cake, I want my champagne, I want my favorite pizza, I want to celebrate. And it's like all this stress and anxiety. I'm dealing with that, and also like not having my husband.
No, having my husband. Whoa.
Not having my husband.
Ha ha ha. After divorce, guys, if you know how to handle this, you're the winner. Remember that. They're projecting, they're not winning.
Welcome back, family. Today we are going to review this 25-year-old woman who decided to leave her marriage so that she can go back to these streets because she thought that she could do better than her husband. Well, after being ghosted and pumped and dumped on repeat, she comes back crying to the internet for sympathy, as they all do. Let's first start by watching her crying a day before Christmas because she doesn't want to be alone anymore.
Tomorrow's Christmas, and I'm just crying because of how hard it's been. And I feel like I'm trying to prove to myself that I can be strong this year. It's really like painful dealing with the loss of everything and simultaneously dealing with these like family reconnections that like I haven't spent Christmas with my family in 10 years, maybe, I don't know. Maybe less. I don't know. And it's like all this stress and anxiety. I'm dealing with that, and also like not having my husband.
There we go. There we go.
How different everything is. I just feel like I've been like advocating for myself for the last like 2 days, like standing up for myself, dealing with so many questions and comments.
And the problem is that still nobody's going to tell her that she did wrong. Mom and pop are not going to tell her. Mom and pop is not going to tell her. They're not going to tell her what you did was wrong. So listen, lady, if you are watching me, even if you settle again, you already met your husband, the one that you deserve to meet. You left him. From now on, you have to live with this regret for the rest of your life. That's how it is, guys.
Tell the story of what happened. So many people asking me if he cheated on me, and having to tell them that he did.
A lie.
Like, it's Christmas, I don't want to talk about that.
Again, guys, they don't leave you because you're cheating. Cheating is a pre-selection trait, which is attraction, guys. I'm not saying this is okay, guys. See, I'm not saying cheating is okay. It's not okay. But the reasons why some of these females leave relationship because they're cheating, it does not make sense when there's pre-selection or involved in the relationship, guys. It's very low. And most of the time when they really do these kind of surveys, infidelity is very low. It's down in the bottom. Has nothing to do with the cheating, guys. Cheating, because what that means is your man is being desired by other women, and for them that's attractive. I'm not wrong on this one, baby. Hey, guys.
I'm curious, but I just feel like I'm just trying to survive through the holidays.
Depression is gonna kick in bad.
It's so hard talking about all the things that he did. how much pain I went through. Like, I didn't want to be alone this Christmas, so I'm with my family, and it's so hard.
Oh, you thought Chad and Tyrone was gonna be with you. You see that they don't get this. They think that Chad and Tyrone are gonna spend Christmas with her. I mean, really. You look like a very, good-looking lady, but I know what type of guys are you gonna be searching for. Those guys are not gonna be there for you for Christmas. That was your husband's job. You left him at 25 years old. You're crazy. You already have that mark in your life, man. That's crazy, man. Crazy.
I'm trying to do the right thing.
Trying to do the right thing.
Trying to be strong.
Wow.
But it's so hard.
Damn, that's trying to be strong. I don't want to see you weak.
Now, before you even think of feeling sorry for this crying woman, I will show you how she was bragging about divorcing her husband and how she just wanted to celebrate her divorce, so that you guys can see how these modern women invite trauma into their own lives by choice.
I'm supposed to be divorced today and I'm not, and that sucks. I filed 6 months and 1 day ago, and I thought it was supposed to be 6 months, and which would have been yesterday, and then I read somewhere a couple weeks ago it's 6 months and 1 day, which would make today, and it still says open, and I am upset about it, and that sucks. I got myself an entire cake. I have bottles of champagne waiting for me. I'm about to order my favorite pizza. Like, I just want to celebrate this being complete.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it's not. And I hate so much being in the middle of it. I want it to be done. Like, I feel like this chapter was so far in the past. Like, we separated Valentine's Day of 2022. Or almost in the 10th month of 2023. And it just feels like because it's out of my hands, the timeline on this, it just feels like I'm, stuck in this middle stage of like going through the divorce. I'd rather it be like I went through a divorce, not I'm going through a divorce. Like, this was done so long ago for me, emotionally, mentally,
Emotionally, what does that mean? She already found another guy. See? I already found a guy, in my opinion. That's what I meant. What she meant.
And then I want this to be done on paper and in the government's eyes. And I'm so tired of telling the story. I'm so tired of, explaining to people. I just want it to be done. I want my cake. I want my champagne. I want my favorite pizza. I want to celebrate. And
So manipulative.
the government's just chilling. There's no reason for it to take long. It's literally the simplest divorce you can get, fortunately and unfortunately. But I just want this behind me so badly.
You want to move with the child. That's what it is.
And it sucks that it's truly not on my time.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. She's dating another guy. And the child is just entertaining her. But as soon as she present to him, I want to be your girlfriend. And when are we going to do this? Chad is going to do whoop. Go with the next one. But she doesn't know this. You know why? Because we call that game, guys.
You can clearly see how these modern women take the commitment of marriage so lightly. They are really convinced that they can just leave a whole marriage and get another man to commit to them for marriage whenever they want.
Yep.
That is one of the biggest lies ever sold to modern women. Before we watch some more tears of regret after this woman get pumped and dumped, We will first watch a clip of her admitting that she missed her ex-husband, and this clip will actually debunk what these women actually call abuse.
Right now I'm having one of those annoying moments that I miss him. And as much as I try and like let myself feel those feelings, I do get frustrated with myself because
entitlement, man.
like, I don't want to miss someone that treated me so badly. I don't want to miss something that was all in my head. And then I think about the hugs and the...
I mean that she's getting pumped and dumped, bro. These guys are not giving her that attention. That's what it is, guys. She got pumped and dumped so much that her ex-husband feel disgusted and he completely cut for any type of contact with her.
Night walks and companionship and comfort. It's incredible because I was so unhappy with my life and so unhappy with myself, but yet holding on so deeply to this person, all because of my own traumas and
You got that.
attachments. It's so sad that I chose to be married to someone who ultimately caused me so much pain, and yet I still miss and have love for that person.
Well, he found another woman, guys. That's what it means. He found another woman. He found another woman. There you go, guys. And she just probably sometimes go through. The reason I eliminate a lot of my social media is because of this same reason. To avoid any ex-girlfriend, whatever, anything from the past to just keep following me. Eliminate. Finito. That's it. Because of this. This is not okay, man. Toxic not only for you, but they're always looking for a reason to keep, keep that drama, kind of thing. I remember when I got to with my wife, that she's currently my current wife, and all of a sudden, man, my phone was blowing up, man. I had to eliminate majority of my all social medias because of that same reason.
We had to communicate earlier this week and go through divorce logistics, and the whole time that we have these simple interactions, I'm just thinking, like, you haven't changed your mind, you haven't grown, you haven't thought about this, you haven't admitted things to yourself or wanted to admit things to me. Like, none of that has happened. Like, I'm not worth answers or respectful conversation. It's hard to balance all the different like feelings that I have towards him. I let myself feel and I let myself move forward, but some moments really hurt. For sure they hurt.
Modern women are sold this idea that the man should put them on the pedestal. And every time a man tells a modern woman no, they call it abuse. Because when you hear her talking about how bad her ex-husband was, she actually can't say what he did exactly. She only says that he abused me. But you can see that she remembers clearly the good things her husband was doing for her. The real reason this woman left her marriage is because she thought...
Golly, this is the tip of the iceberg right here, guys.
...that she could replace her husband very easily.
Yep.
She overestimated her sexual market value, as most women do. Modern women only realize the mistake they made by leaving their marriages when their plans of pursuing Chad and Tyrone start to spit in their faces. And this next clip will show you just one more example of how this woman got pumped and dumped and then ghosted.
I just got so freaking ghosted, and I'm pissed. How are you not going to respond after everything? Is that the preface to me saying that I got weak and reached back out to that guy? I needed to say my piece since apparently we weren't having any sort of conversation because I was being ghosted. And yeah, I said that a few days ago. I thought about what I wanted to say, I kept it direct, I kept it simple, I kept it, nothing. Just I wanted to acknowledge that I could have done better in a couple of these things, type of text, No response. And watching every single one of my damn Instagram stories. So obviously I know I don't want someone like that.
Guys with money.
It's just bothering me, When you're sitting with it, damn. I know I don't deserve that, but what the hell? Communicate something. We're grown-ass adults. What can you do? What can you do, date?
For a guy to ghost her, that means the guys probably have multiple women, and we're talking about 5 or 10 in a week. Easily, guys, easily. One woman a day, probably 1.5 women a day. I mean, that's what I'm saying, guys. Pre-selection is not... Cheating is not a excuse for getting divorced, guys.
Dating in LA, what else do you expect?
Young woman, this is what you get for thinking that you were better than your husband. All you are good for is a quick pump and dump. Now, we are going to close with this last crying clip that demonstrate how this woman refuses to take accountability for her own actions, but decides to shift all the blame to everything else and everybody else than herself.
I had to go through that. I understand that
she kept the house too.
The pain and the story was necessary for me to be where I am now. I understand that. I understand that all of the incredible things that I did this year wouldn't have happened if it weren't for that pain. But I equally hold so much in that I had to even go through that. The pain that it was, and the abandonment and the confusion and just the hurt. That's so hard to acknowledge that all of that was necessary because I didn't deserve it. She didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
To be used karma. And manipulated and gaslighted and abused. I didn't deserve it.
That's pure projection right there, guys.
I just have to live every single day proving to that version of myself that
if you have to just literally convince yourself what really happened, if it happened, that means there's something off with the story.
It's okay, and that it was worth it, and that there was a greater purpose and lesson.
Trying to look validation.
It's my story. I see that. I know that. But it was so messed up. I loved him so purely and so deeply. And that was my mistake.
100%?
It's my mistake.
Too late, lady.
We know better now.
Too late. You can go back to him. You have to apologize in your knees. Apologize. Put yourself in your knees. Say I'm sorry. Beg to him. And kiss his feet. And then maybe he can consider it. Because you already destroyed his reputation by sleeping with a lot of guys. His reputation is already done, guys. The reputation of you being his wife is already done. So you now have to be the second or the second or third girl in his roster. Ex-husband. He probably has the main girl, and he just, you're just a little side chick now. That's all. That's all you can get. That's all you can get, guys. I don't think she can get more than that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one.